tell, I've got the back wall completely demoed and removed. Everything vacuumed up, cleaned, washed down. I want a good bonding surface for my, I call them lazy sailors, because they're laid like on their side. Forward here. Let's see what that's what it's gonna do. Okay. Like that right there. That's a little big. Open that up a little bit. I still gotta close it up a little bit more. Next course, we're gonna start off with a cut. And then 2-hole brick. And my smaller cut. So that's gonna have a bigger joint with it. Anyways, there's, and my bond's not exactly like I want because I got that one too deep. So I need to bring this one forward a little bit. Bring these ones back over. Okay. And half bond is what I want. Half bond. It's rough. I mean, I'll tighten it up a little bit, but it's generally what you've got. And I've got one course of holes and one course with 2 cuts, and every other course, 6 courses up, I'm gonna lay 2 courses straight, and then I'm gonna break the 3rd course, and the 4th course will be, I'll break the 3rd course, and then the 4th course will be flush with the 3rd course, and then the 5th course will break again, and the 6th course will be flush with the 5th course. So I'll have up, kick, kick, and then I'll top it off with my sailors. This is ceramic blanket. This wall, I don't know anybody that dreams that a fireplace is going to last you forever. It's not going to. So if you, depending on how many fires you burn, and what kind of wood you're burning in it. There's some wood that burns hotter than others, but basically this is a 40-inch opening, so it's a 40-inch fireplace. it will get up to probably 600 degrees back here with a full fire going. You want to, you know, if you burn, you know, a cord of wood a winter, then you're probably looking at 15 years, and that's not throwing the logs in. You don't want to bounce off this guy because all the support it has is this ceramic blanket behind it. So don't ever throw your logs in there. That's what those tongs are for. You're supposed to take your tongs and set the log in there. Take care of your fireplace. And chimney sweep, if you burn a cord of wood, you probably every 2 years you want to get a chimney sweep out and just have him clean it out for you. They're relatively inexpensive. And if there's a issue with the firebox, please call a professional brick mason to do the repairs, because a chimney sweep is not a professional brick mason, okay? Even if he says he is. I would do extensive research on him, but these guys, they'll, you know, say this, that, and the other just to get more money out of you. And then, you know, a year later, you're in more of a fire hazard situation than you were in. Just always call a professional brick mason to do any tuck pointing, anything you need done to the firebox. The chimney sweep, just have him clean. You want to have him clean the damper. That's the metal contraption that's up here. Has a handle on it, opens and closes that lid. And then beyond that's the throat. And then you have your flue. And you want a chimney sweep to be able to sweep from top to bottom, from top of your chimney to the damper. And then vacuum all the loose debris back out. And they've got a vacuum with a flex hose that goes in behind the damper. And some of the Majestic dampers, for one, cast iron, they have a removable lid. You can actually take the lid and pull it out and disconnect it completely. There's nothing holding it in there except for the handle. It's connected to the handle, but it just pivots on 2 knobs. That's it. You can lift it up, pull it out. You just gotta take the bolt. Usually there's a cotter pin that's holding the bolt in the handle. And just take the cotter pin out, pull the bolt out, and remove the lid completely. That way you have good access. Now a chimney sweep should do that, but they're not getting paid much, so they're in there to get in there and out of there quick. So he's probably just going to finagle with the lid without taking it off. Anyway, I'm going to be redoing both the sides also. I'm redoing the back wall. Why am I leaving these 2 walls up and not taking the whole thing down? Well, guess what's holding the damper up? These 2 walls are. So I'm taking this one down, but I'm gonna put a brace right here to hold this end of the damper up when I take this down. So I'm gonna have a brace here, and I'm gonna re-brick this. Right now, it makes my back wall, I can just follow what they had previous. Leaving this wall intact, I can just follow it. I don't have to really think much about it. And talking to the homeowners, it draws very well. And I can tell, I mean, I hadn't even sealed it up yet, and I can feel air coming past my hand right now. It draws very well. The flue is like 17 by 13, which by the buck it's supposed to be. This guy was real close by the buck, real close. He's a wee bit deep. I had it 21 instead of 16. Even 18 would be acceptable, but he had a little deep. but if I pull it forward, I'm going to change the draw. So I don't want to do that. I'm going to go back with what was working, and with the ceramic blanket, it's now fireproof, or amber proof. So it now, that ceramic blanket, like I say, goes all the way to the ground, all the way to the floor, and it's now will meet fire code. And after I'm done, hopefully give them, hopefully give them 20 years. At a cord, burning a cord of winter, I don't know. But let me say, as long as you don't bang that back wall, it should last a good long while. I think that's about it. I think I want to say these are Butlers, but they're not stamped, which Butler's always real good about stamping. So I don't know where the yard manager got these from, but he ordered these especially for this job and put them on a pallet, and I've just transferred them out here. They're not in perfect shape. Fire brick are not in perfect shape. They've been moved around. They're strapped. They get jostled around in transport and forklift moving them around. And I'm gonna lay the best side out, of course. But you may end up with a little. There's nothing perfect about these bricks, so don't expect it if you're having one rebuilt. I see. I'm using a type N mortar on this for the flexibility of it, plus the absorption of heat. I could even go weaker and go, and I'm gonna say this wrong. And that's about it. I just wanted to touch base with you, to know where I am. I was down and out yesterday, so I'm back here today. I've spent more time prepping everything before I actually mix up mortar. Now I'm ready to mix mortar up and start laying that back wall up. The other thing is once I get up to the 5th and 6th course, well, what's this stick of wood for? It's to prop up against the wall to keep the bricks from falling. Yeah, you gotta have to brace things will be real slow on my 5th and 6th course. The bricks you just gotta brace them when you're laying them. I call these lazy sailors. When you lay it in this style, you better have bracing, or you're gonna sit there and hold a brick for a really long time if you do that. Anyway, I've got a 2-foot level that I've checked with my 4-foot Davis Cricket level that's in the truck, and I've checked it, and it's true. And it's just a cheap Empire, but I've got this board here is my going all the way across, my straight edge going all the way across, and then I simply just set the level on top of it to check my level. And this firebox is going uphill to the left by 1/2 inch, so I've got to work that out as I'm going up. Because this is level. Look at that. That's level. Well, it's not perfect. It's running out just a little bit. Let's turn this around without magnets. So that's actually running. Oh, that's level right there. That's a hair off. This is running uphill just a smidgen. not as bad as that back there. But that's what I'm gonna be doing here in the next couple hours. Once I get that back wall up, I'll shoot another deal for you and you can see with the results. Just don't have the battery power to keep this thing active, and I'm shooting this with a Canon power shot, and I've only got like 25 minutes of battery. So sorry. I do have 2 batteries, but I just can't keep it running. I will talk to y'all later. Blessings.